You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keisha. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Single Ladies After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Single Ladies After Show.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. I love it, I love it. It's a party in here tonight. Hey guys, welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV.
Hey,
so what do you
let's
get?
toast.
Welcome.
A toast to
Welcome,
single ladies.
Single ladies. It's pretty much what you get when 3 single ladies from LA who are best friends get together and they're super fans of Single Ladies on VH1. You get the Single Ladies AFTERBUZZ show. And you know, Bing is for doing, we're here doing every Monday night, every night after Single Ladies and Tuesday. I don't even know what night it is. We're having so much fun.
Weekend.
Right, it was
All
Memorial.
the
Give
single
us a
ladies
chance.
were partying in Vegas.
We were hungover. We couldn't do it last
couldn't
night,
make it last
folks.
night.
Don't
We're
judge
real
us,
single.
So
okay?
you'll catch us at the right time next week. I'm Lauren Turner, and thank you so much for watching with us today. We have here my beautiful, beautiful co-hosts. Introduce yourselves.
Well, it is I, Spicy Mari,
Hold
the
on.
single lady.
So spicy.
Always single, ready to tingle. What can I say? And beside me is the amazing.
Ooh, Fallon Mercedes, also known as Motivational Mercedes.
Hey.
So we have our Spicy Mighty, we have our Motivational Mercedes, and I'm Lauren's love. I'm all about the love over
Show
here.
him the ring, Lauren.
Pow. I don't know.
Love. Can y'all see that?
Spicy Mighty got me.
That's love right there, okay.
So it's all about love. Man, the season premiere, season 2.
What do you guys think? I want to just dive in and say our personal opinions about how we felt. You guys love it? 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. What are you thinking?
You know, it was called A Slave for Love, and you know, it seems like in a way we are always a slave.
Oh my
for
gosh.
love.
Preach.
Oh my goodness. Think about it. What does 50% or more of our day consists of? Talking about a man, thinking about a man.
When we came tonight, you guys, it was so funny because me and Mari went to Vegas, but we didn't see each other. And then Lauren didn't go. So I'm in the bathroom getting ready. And that is the first thing we talk. Oh, okay. Before the show, let me just tell you, I met this guy and this guy.
Exactly.
And I think that's something that all women do. So when you watch Single Ladies, it's very intriguing because you want to hear about their romantic
I'm
lives
asking her
and
what
what's
went
going on.
Exactly.
And
It's
was
the
just
juicy part of your life.
Exactly. It was nice to see that, you know, from last season where it ended and then to see where their love lives are starting off. And one of the things that we noticed was that, you know, one of the characters was no longer on the show anymore and she's not coming back because of love.
And of course, that was a beautiful celebrity who I love so much, Stacy Dash. And we're going to get to
Dang,
talking
and
about...
that's why we have drinks to pour out for Stacey.
Pour out for Stacey.
Just like they did.
Where's her dress? Where's her dress? Let's pour a
Before we
little
get
for
to
her.
talking about that, speaking of, you know, Stacy Dash and celebrities, of course, AfterBuzz TV is going to be at the MTV Gifting Suite this year. And it's going to be this Thursday and Friday, May 31st and June 1st from noon to 6. There's going to be 10 shows, guys. 10 shows playing on AfterBuzz TV. This is a big deal.
Like, big.
Huge deal. Huge deal, okay? So you'll definitely catch all of the AfterBuzzers, your favorites there at the MTV Gifting Suites. Make sure that you stay tuned. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait for that. So Stacy Dash, maybe she'll be there. Maybe we can talk to her about...
I hope she
Yeah, we're gonna get the
is.
real
What's
scoop.
going on?
Lauren,
Yeah.
why isn't Stacy Dash there anymore? Can you just begin by telling our fans?
Obviously, you know, there's rumors all over, you know, the internet and everything saying that Lisa Ray, who is, you know, one of the main characters who plays Keisha, she's really good friends with the creator of the show. And it is known that the creator kind of made this show for Lisa Ray so she could have something. And so a lot of people say that it has something to do with a fight between Lisa and Stacy. I don't want to believe that. You know, maybe Stacy just wanted to focus on her family or something like. I have no idea.
So they're saying irreconcilable differences, but
Yes,
it could be some girl drama, cat fight crap that went on.
You know how it is. It could be anything, but the main rumor out there is that there was a fight between Lisa Ray and Stacy.
Such a shame because we were introduced to a new character called Raquel, or her name is Raquel.
Yeah.
And we had to kind of readjust, I feel like, our love for Stacy, because this is a character, Val, who we've grown accustomed to loving. We love her style. She's beautiful. And I think that she adds a certain spice to the show.
Yeah.
She not only has a very creative style, but she also has a flair to her. She's an aggressive woman. She's strong. This character, not so much.
But you know what I noticed? This is just from watching Stacy Dash over the years in interviews. Raquel's character on the show kind of reminds me of Stacy Dash. She's in real life. Well, it seems as if she's very like soft-spoken, very quiet, and of course, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the similarities. She's beautiful, just like Stacy Dash.
Gorgeous,
gorgeous eyes, beautiful
yeah.
skin. I'm just like, they picked the perfect replacement.
It's funny, they say, you know, oh, it's not a replacement, it's not a replacement. She's a different
It
character.
definitely is
But
for
obviously
me.
it is a replacement.
Yes.
Really?
And
Light eyes. Like,
you know,
she
we're
looks
not going to
just
be all
like
of a
her.
sudden like, oh, this girl is nothing like, you know,
Yeah.
Val. Of
When
course
they-
they wanted there to
I
be
think they should have done a
similarities.
complete different
I
style
agree with
personality
you. I
and
agree
look
with you.
entirely.
Yeah, I agree.
I think she should have been like
different
a
look.
funky, edgy, something different. In addition to how they incorporated her into the show,
Because we're already
I
going
would
to
have
compare
rewritten
her
that as well.
Exactly.
to Val, which was my favorite character on the show last season.
Everybody's
Yeah.
favorite character.
Yeah.
I mean, we love Lisa Ray as well,
We do.
but Val brought a little
Something
je ne sais
different.
quoi.
Yeah.
she
And you
did.
guys out there listening, let us know in the comment section what you guys are thinking on YouTube and iTunes.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think about Val being gone, and what do you think about, well, I can't say her replacement of, but Raquel. What do you guys think of her?
And I mean, Denise Vasi, I think is her name. She's absolutely beautiful. She started off as a model at like 12 years old. So, I mean, she's been in the entertainment industry for a long time. I don't know about acting.
How did you feel about her acting? Let's
I
just
thought
keep
it
it
was
real.
good. I thought I enjoyed it. I thought she
I
did
think
a good
that her
job.
character, a lot of the things that she says, and I hate to admit it, but a lot of the things she says is a lot like what I would say in situations that I've been in. And
I know, you
it's
did
the
say
whole
But
that.
you would say it
soft-spoken
with
thing.
spunk or flair. I feel like she's this
so
is first episode.
soft-spoken.
I'm
But
gonna
I think
be
the writers are kind of smart with like having her not overact, and they're having her kind of smooth.
I
her
need to
way
know who
into
you
it.
are. I need you to bring it, girlfriend. We're looking on you.
yeah.
All
Why
eyes are on
everybody's-
you. If you don't bring it, we're not going to keep tuning into you. Like, you need to give us your best performance on
This was
every
definitely
occasion.
Keisha's
See,
episode,
I
kinda.
liked her. I feel like she didn't do too much. She's gonna warm up, like, you know, just like in the new
motivational
girl.
Fallon over here.
Just like
Motivational
a
Mercedes.
new girl in the group. If you get introduced to a new girl, you don't want her to go
All of
too
a
hard,
sudden.
because you're gonna be like, who do you think you are? Like,
Right.
you need to figure out the
I feel
situation.
that. I feel
warm
that.
up
Don't
before
feel
you
entitled.
jump all the
I feel
way
that.
in.
But you don't play to lose. You play to win, girl. She needs to bring it. Like, I need to know who
Hello.
she is.
The first beginning of
from the jump.
beginning of the episode, she finds out that her man cheats on her. Like,
And
maybe
she was
she's
so
dealing
soft
with
about it.
She
You
definitely
knew he was
was.
cheating. You knew it. Don't even try to
But
front.
you know what? You gotta give her kudos. She went on stage and nobody thought she was gonna air his out.
I didn't
and
even
she
think
sure
she would
did.
do
She
it.
said, yes, this is the engagement, that he was just cheating on me upstairs, doing it to another girl. So I give her
Yeah.
kudos. I didn't
Me
think she
too.
had that much balls to get up there and say that.
about her acting and to say that I didn't believe her. But I'm not sold on her yet. I feel like it
It's
was
gonna take time.
It will.
It was a very
She's
like
warming up.
dry
She's
scene.
not in
I
there
think they
for me
could have
yet.
done more with that. But I
Either.
do appreciate Lisa Ray catching that ring.
Yes. She said, girl, you earned that.
it a canary
Keep that.
diamond?
And can I say, from my ex-boyfriend of 4 years, my first relationship, we weren't engaged, but he gave me a beautiful ring, and I kept that. I earned
Wait,
that.
he gave you a ring and you weren't engaged?
No, it was
Nice.
a beautiful ring.
Promise
but
ring.
I kept it, and I still wear it sometimes now and then. But
Oh, well, see, there you go.
so if I was engaged, I probably would have kept that too.
Well, she earned it.
Yeah,
and so in comparison to Stacy Dash, I'm gonna give her like a 5, 6, but I'm still gonna stay open to possibly like her winning my love.
Yeah,
How
I
about
can't
that?
even. I'm not even gonna rate her yet. I feel like she
We
warmed
didn't
up,
get-
but
we
yeah, I
didn't
don't
have
know her
time
yet.
to really
yeah.
get to know this
We'll wait till the
woman.
next couple of episodes.
Well, we did see. Okay, so we saw her go through a breakup with her fiance, and now she's onto a photographer the following next 2 days.
I felt like that was too quick.
How did you just you have a broken heart and you're with the photographer taking pictures
She
in
was
your
just taking
bra.
pictures with him. He's a photographer. Like,
Yeah, but still, come
but
on now.
it was like a transition into the fact that now she's rebelling. Like
Yeah.
that was the whole thing. It was
Right,
showing
but
like,
you went
now
to
she's-
his place. Every man wants to get in your pants.
She went
Come
to his
on
studio.
now.
She didn't go to his place. She went
That's
to
where
his
photographers are going to get you.
Yeah.
Take your shirt off. Let me see some more cleavage. I felt like that was like, this is your form of rebelling.
I feel like
I'm
there
going to be
should
the
have-
hater in the group.
I feel like there should have been more of her like crying and sobbing. Like, you were just engaged. If this was the man that you were going to marry, like, you should be so torn apart that you can't even eat, you can't sleep.
Right.
You can't even look at another man because all you're thinking about is the guy that you were
But
going to
that's
marry.
why women are slaves to love in so many different
Very
types
true.
of ways. We all handle breakup differently.
Differently.
We all handle with different men. Like every man we
true.
break up with, we handle it differently,
This is
right?
Well, you know, Steve Harvey has a book,
Yes.
Act Like a Lady, Think
Think
Like a
Like a
Man,
Man.
that you can get on Amazon.
Amazon.
And how can you go through Amazon? On
Go to
AfterBuzzTV.com.
Hey, you know what's funny is
The
I actually
AfterBuzz
got
twins.
that book off of Amazon.com.
See, well, now you can earn a little extra money for AfterBuzz TV. Keep our lights on up in here.
Yeah.
Keep these martini glasses full by going to Amazon.com, but through AfterBuzzTV.com. So you can order everything that you want and more on AfterBuzz TV. So you guys
simple.
order anything you want that you see us wearing. Like, you can go on there and get that too.
Did you see earrings? I don't know
earrings are
exactly. You need to
Roll.
peep those
These
earrings.
old things. What can I say? No, just playing.
Those are beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so anyways, back to the show because I just had to add that little disclaimer in there for anybody who needs love help.
Amazon.
Yes. So what were we talking about? Oh, the
Break off at
break
the
off. Yeah.
engagement. Mhm.
Okay, so we got the breakup
Wait,
over.
can we just say a little bit about the tango?
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Yes.
This is not Dancing with the Stars, which
Love
Maria
Dancing
Menounos
with the
is
Stars.
on.
Right. I didn't want to see that on Single
Exactly.
Ladies though. Like,
No.
leave that to the real celebrities.
Because you could see, like you could see them counting in their heads as
Yes.
they're dancing and
Lisa's
trying to
like,
act at the same
I
time.
cannot act and dance at the same
same
time. I'm
time.
gonna trip over myself. But there was some
But-
beautiful men that she was dancing
Oh,
with.
They did.
man.
I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna throw them a bone. They did some great moves for not being professional dancers.
Yeah,
I feel
for
like they
sure.
hit a couple moves on.
I
on
agree.
cue.
It just kind of was a
Cheesy?
bit distracting because I could see them in their heads like counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they're like saying their lines.
and they had a delivery. Yeah.
But hey, you know what? I love the show. I love the girls. That's probably how I would have been if I was trying to show off and have a serious conversation at the same time.
and
So-
try to get your best friend's man back, through the
right.
tango.
Exactly. So I don't know.
Okay, but thank you for
That
bringing
tango
that
was
up, Fallon.
kinda cheesy.
That was a single lady tango, and how all three of them knew how to tango. I don't know. Definitely.
Must have went to on their single lady night, went to tango class together and worked it out.
Well, what's going on new with Lisa Ray? So her character is
Keisha,
back. She
yeah.
hasn't been dismissed from the show.
No.
But but Keisha's holding it down. She's her same feisty self, looking beautiful. She got a new haircut, and she's still in love with Malcolm, as we see.
Who can I say is so beautiful?
He's so your type.
He tall, dark, and handsome.
For all of
So
you
beautiful.
single men at home watching,
But let me
she is
say,
available.
I don't know if he was in if this was real life, all that illegal trouble. I don't know if I could.
Deal with
So would
that.
you be ride or die for your man if he got in trouble with the feds?
Well, like I said during the show, we were watching the show, and I was telling him if it comes to me putting in jail, I feel like I'll ride or die for somebody. But if you're a real man, you'll stand up and man up, and you wouldn't let your girl do time. So, and that I was happy to see that at the end of the episode.
Definitely.
She was prepared to go in
She was
court
prepared.
and to stand by him, and he came through like, no, that's not her. This is me.
Yeah.
I'm willing
It
to.
seems like he always ends up being the good guy.
He
You want to not
does.
like him, but then he always does something that's
He
just like,
does.
man. And she has some skeletons in her closet. Keisha does, So I think that's why she's able to be such a ride or die. Me, I probably would have ran the first second that I, or saw anything, but she is a ride or die chick, so that's good, and it's good that he's sticking by her and making sure that she doesn't have to.
But it's
deal
because
with.
she said that she really believes that he loves her. If you can convince a woman to believe that you love her,
Yeah,
she'll do anything
for you.
She will kill
I
for
think
you.
we've all done stuff for men that really.
Oh gosh, don't get me started.
because we thought they loved us.
Don't get me started.
And
Don't
speaking,
drop that,
Rick
that,
Fox,
that, that, that.
Oh, Rick Fox.
Rick Fox was looking again
Oh,
very
delicious,
handsome, and it's
as
funny
always.
because we were hosting Basketball Wives. He was a basketball player. Now we're doing Single Ladies, and now he's
Hey.
on Single Ladies.
He's stalking us. I know
He
it.
is.
Gorgeous.
He is.
Now that's
I'm surprised
one
Keisha hasn't.
fine
She
man.
hasn't done anything
No,
with him, right?
she
No.
has. Like
She-
back in the last
yeah.
season, he pretend like what happened? He was basically setting her up.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
something going
Yeah,
on, but
there
she
was, like,
didn't.
he had
yeah.
She didn't. Yeah, she likes tall, dark, and handsome like you do.
You guys
Well,
have the
wait,
same
but then
taste.
her lawyer.
Oh yeah, Sean. the
he
lawyer.
is handsome. He's not
handsome.
dark, but
See,
he is
that he
handsome.
was the least
Why are there
attractive
so
to
many
me.
good-looking men
There
on
is.
this show?
There really- iTunes listeners, YouTube viewers, please, who is your favorite good-looking guy on the show? Please comment. We want to know because they are just all beautiful.
I think the best-looking guy was Raquel's fiance that cheated.
Oh,
on
he
this
is
episode
very
at
handsome.
least.
Beautiful.
On this
very
episode
handsome.
is and then William Levy from Dancing with the Stars is going to be on next episode. He is one.
Uh-oh, that's a
Spicy.
little,
So
that's
much
a little
eye candy
tip
to
right
me.
there. Stay tuned for the next episode.
And if Omar wasn't gay,
Oh, Omar's
good
cute
looking.
too. But I like the way
Cutie.
that Omar's kind of like, you're fine enough, Raquel, for me to change my mind.
Change my
Yes.
mind.
Yeah, that's a compliment when a gay man tells you that.
It
Yes.
is. It's a big compliment.
Well, what about April? What's going on with April?
So April is also one of my favorite characters.
She's so, you know what I like about her? She's not as strong as Keisha, but she still has a strength and a femininity to her.
Good
I think,
balance.
yeah, she has a good balance. She's one of my favorite characters on the show as well.
Yeah, so she obviously last season we saw her go through a divorce. So she divorced her husband.
Which was good. I didn't like him
Yeah,
at
I didn't
all.
like him
Thank you
either.
for writing him off, writers.
But now we see that she hasn't dated. She said she hasn't really officially dated.
She's
since
been
the
having a
divorce.
whole bunch of
She
wet dreams.
She just had her dating cherry pops.
Yeah,
is what she said.
So there's a couple things going on with April. There's the fantasy guy that I remember.
She keeps
did you
on
see she was,
dreaming
looking
about
in her
this guy,
iPad
yeah.
and she sees like
right.
an
It used to be
advertisement.
magazines. Now it's iPads.
Yeah, so
scrolling
she's going through her
through.
iPad. She sees like an advertisement for like deodorant or something, and the guy she's like having dreams about him.
Wet dreams.
Wet
Yes.
dreams about him.
Nice.
And then she meets a guy in the beginning of the episode, Dan, who's a friend of Raquel's fiance, and she goes on a date with him. And this is a real date. This is official. She's like, this is my first date. I thought he was hot. I thought he was
very
He seemed
cute.
to have himself together.
But I like that she didn't keep leading him on. She knew that she wasn't
That's
ready for a
true.
relationship.
Yes.
She was
Yeah.
just getting out of one.
Yeah, and he was ready to get married.
Yeah, and he was looking for his next wife. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, she wasn't in the same place, and
She was
could've-
still fantasizing
yeah,
about
she
the
still
ad
wanted.
guy.
She still wanted to be a single lady because she was like, my character's gonna get written off if I date you. I
have
can't
to
do
stay
this.
single.
Yeah, not happening. So she let him down easily, which was very kind.
It was.
And so we'll probably see her in the next episodes doing a lot more dating then.
Now, did you guys want to talk about quickly just a little bit more about the scene with Keisha getting arrested?
Yeah,
I thought that was
with Big Boy, like,
And Big Boy was like, "Stay strong."
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
appreciated Big Boy's,
talk about like her
motivation.
the tax evasion thing. $200,000 worth of back taxes she owed, and so she got arrested. And I thought that scene, I don't know, it was interesting.
cheesy.
Some of the
When she was in
of this show
public,
is
she
But we
has
have
to
to
yeah,
remember
that's
this is
true.
like a soap opera. It's like
It
a
is.
primetime soap opera. So yeah, some of it is going to be a little.
When you put it like
cheesy.
that, when you compare the show to a soap opera, I'm a lot more forgiving.
Okay, good, because that's pretty much what it is.
No,
Yeah,
it is. You're
that's
right.
definitely what it is. Because when Rick Fox takes you away in cuffs,
I'd
then
be
they're
like,
like,
take me to
"Party."
the back of the car. I have no problem.
but I'm happy that her friends decided that they were going to bail her out.
And they
Because
called
at
her
first I was like,
ex-boyfriend.
wait,
Yeah.
you guys aren't going to do anything. You're just going to let him take her away. But I appreciated that they made an effort.
Yeah, of course. Me too.
And they called her ex.
They called her ex, who's a lawyer, Sean, and now he's Keisha's lawyer. So
See, what kills me is why does Rick Fox want to take her down so bad? I feel like there's other ways that
There's
you could
sexual
get through.
tension there.
Malcolm.
There has to be.
Yeah,
a lot.
definitely.
He tried to get with her to see if she would budge, but
Yeah.
no, she didn't. And so maybe he's gonna try that. I don't know. Who knows?
He has like a vendetta out for her.
I think
When you
so.
don't give up the panties, they're always going to want them.
That's
I'm just saying. Spicy tip.
I'm still laughing back there.
She's just keeping it real.
I'm
She's
just
keeping
saying.
it
I'm
real.
just saying.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
What can you say, folks? Okay, so I want to talk about the compromising, though, of like cheating and stuff. Because do you guys feel like that
the
in this
confrontation.
yeah, the confrontation.
Yeah. When he came in, I just felt like he just thought like, oh, listen, I've been cheating, but we're about to get married. And Raquel was just like, hold up, like, no, like, this is not the type of marriage that I wanted. I do not want to get cheated on. And I feel like she really stood up for a lot of women in a sense, you know, on TV. I think there's girls, you know, we've been through that before. And it's like, if you really love a man and you're at that point where you're ready to get married, you know, what are you willing to forgive? You know, are you willing to set your standards lower just because you have a ring on your finger? Or are you going to set the standard, the bar higher for yourself and say, no, this is not what I want my future to be. I do not want to continue with this just because I'm going to get married to somebody.
Right. I mean, that was really good. Thank you. I mean, I just tweeted the other day about that. I was going through something personally where I just felt like my standards were being compromised. And it's like, when, you know, why compromise your standards? Why lower your standards because of someone else's?
Yes.
And
I think
you know, yeah.
The whole title, slave to love.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, I think when you compromise your standards, then you really do become a slave to love. And I think the new girl for the first episode, she was winning with me because she proved to everyone, no, you know, I'm not going to compromise myself. I'd rather be, or what is that saying? I'd rather do bad all by myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel that. Snaps to that.
Yeah, that's good.
But I'm going to play devil's advocate once again.
Do
you guys feel like majority men cheat? Because yes, you may have those standards of him, you know, I'm going to make sure that he doesn't cheat. I'm going to hold him to this, you know, higher level.
Look at Lauren's face. She's
but
like,
most men cheat. I'm sorry.
You know what, guys? That's really like a touchy subject. I think we should go to a commercial. I have to think about this for a minute.
Yes, before we start thinking about all this game that you're needed to, you know, for dating and stuff, tell us a little bit about Gamefly.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little about Gamefly. I know you guys love Netflix, obviously.
Yes.
I love Netflix.
Love
I'm like a
Netflix.
Netflix
I'm a movie
junkie.
fanatic.
Single ladies love Netflix.
Yes.
I have
Because we're single. What else are we supposed to
love
do?
watching love movies
Right.
on Netflix.
So for the counterpart of that, there's Gamefly. You know, sometimes we like to shoot 'em up, bang, bang, get some tension out.
Yeah, let's play games.
There's Gamefly.com, and it's it's very, very similar to Netflix, but for video games. It has like over 8,000 games that you can
Whoa.
rent. And you can get a 15-day trial if you go to Gamefly.com
For the free.
AfterBuzz TV.
For the free. Everybody loves free stuff,
Yes.
right?
Everybody loves free stuff. Everybody loves trials. Everybody loves games.
I'm going to try some of those workout ones on there.
They have workout ones?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. And
got
it's for all of your
everything.
gaming
For all
consoles.
games, Wii,
like,
everything.
Yeah.
Connect, everything.
Yeah, so make sure you guys go to gamefly.com/AfterBuzz TV or AfterBuzz.
That's a great question.
TV.
AfterBuzz
Thank
TV.
you.
Thank you, Marissa. So it's gamefly.com/AfterBuzz TV to get your 15-day free trial. And then, you know, we have our Gamefly little plug. But now let's take it to a real commercial. When we come back, we're going to talk about cheating and forgiveness.
Right, why you don't need games and love.
And you guys out there listening, again, comment. Let us know your thoughts on cheating. Do you compromise your standards or do you walk away?
Hey guys, what's happening? We are the America's Best Dance Crew ABDC After Show coming to you guys. We watch the show every week just like you, and we go every Friday to the set to interview and talk to the crews behind the scenes and let you know what is happening behind the scenes.
Hey everybody, we are AfterBuzz Mob Wives Edition, the only Mob Wives after show out there. I'm your host, Adrienne Vera, with my lovely co-hosts.
Kevin Undergaro.
Grant Rudder.
Cameron Marston.
You guys can check us out every week. We have a lot of fun. We drink wine. We talk about the show. So check us out. We're also doing the Big Ann Show. So tune into that and Mob Wives Chicago.
Hey guys, what's happening? We are the Game of Thrones AfterBuzz crew. I'm Dave Klein.
Bethany Jaber. Kristen Elizabeth Snyder.
Simone Boyce.
And we come to you every single week live Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific time for We Are Kings of the Game of Thrones After Show. And we have one thing to say. Oh, Shadow Baby. Oh, Shadow Baby. Oh, Shadow Baby.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
What do you want to buzz about? Well,
Hey, guys.
today we're buzzing about Single Ladies Season 2 premiere, Episode 1, Slave to Love.
Which we all are.
Before we went to the break, we were talking about just the whole, I guess, premise of today's episode about cheating and forgiveness.
Do you
and
compromise or not compromise? That is the question.
That is the question. Me personally, I have compromised in the past, yeah. But as I get older and I go through life's journeys and experiences, I don't think I will ever compromise again when it comes to cheating. So,
And I say compromise.
But here's a quote. There was
Because
a quote.
but wait.
if none of us compromise, everybody's going to be single.
Wait,
I mean,
okay.
come on
How
now.
many
We're already
times
at-
then? How many times do you compromise?
because the
How
guy-
many times are you
what's
going to
his
let a
name?
guy cheat on you?
Well, I
Keisha's
think
ex
everybody makes a
said-
mistake. I think
Okay.
you can be forgiving. Now, if it's consistent and it wasn't like an accident kind of thing, and it's
Cheating is
I mean,
not
it
an
depends.
accident.
If you have kids and you're
I
married,
didn't just fall into
ish
you. and start-
happens. I'm just saying, like, life happens. So you have to be forgiving. At
Okay.
some point, people
So
make
you
mistakes.
basically agree with Sean.
But the world is
Keisha's
gonna
ex
be-
when he said it was one night with one chick. I shouldn't be punished. That's what Sean said.
Well,
And-
he did it at their like engagement party. That was
And then he got the girl
disgusting. One thing you're
pregnant.
not gonna do is just blatant disrespect. Come on now.
how do you accidentally cheat?
Yeah. You know what? I think
I can think you accidentally may kiss someone.
No,
Like,
see,
I think that
I don't
could
think that you
happen,
accidentally
but
cheat.
Go all the way, like.
I don't think you accidentally cheat, but like you were saying, we're all human. We make mistakes, but I think it's
You
an
do
issue
things out
when
of
you
anger
when you
sometimes.
keep on doing it. You know, I do believe in forgiveness, and I believe everybody should have a second chance. But it's when you keep on doing it that I don't believe. That just doesn't mean you're sincere. You keep on making the same mistakes
Right.
over and over.
Exactly. And I feel also as if, okay, this is going to sound awful, but
All right, you ready? Everybody, listen up.
majority men cheat. So I think that the
I do
reason that
agree.
women are
I
so
agree with that.
forgiving
I
is for a
agree.
reason. God put that in our heart for a reason. If people were not meant to sleep with more than one person, they wouldn't physically be able to. Like there's a reason that physically our bodies can reproduce with more than one person. And so just,
See, but then that takes it. I hate to get all biblical or
let's
any
get
of that
biblical. Go there.
But then, this is why God gave us, for those of you who do believe in God, a freedom of choice. It's so that we can be judged upon our
Or
choices.
Allah or Buddha, whatever you
Oh
guys
yeah,
believe
whatever
in.
you believe in. If that was the case, then we wouldn't even have choices. So
This is
it's
true.
with
You
that.
have free
You do
will.
have choices.
Yeah.
You have free will, and I forgive
we're also
every person
human.
who's ever hurt me. I do forgive them,
Yeah.
even if they don't
But
ask
that
for
doesn't mean
forgiveness.
you should give them more
that doesn't
chances
mean-
to hurt
exactly.
you
Well,
again.
I
and
think
again.
that in this particular situation, the reason it was so easy for Raquel to walk away from her fiance because she wasn't really in
She
love
had
with
ulterior
him.
motives.
If you're in love with him, I'm sorry, she will walk in on him and be like, "Damn you, let's keep the party going."
See, I disagree. One of my good friends that I went to college with, horrible situation. They were together for many, many years, and she found out he was cheating, and they actually went through with the engagement party, and then she ended up walking away because it just was too much for her, and she really loved him. She was ride or die, like 8 years in, and it just comes to a point where, is this how you want to live the rest of your life?
Well, also too, do you really forgive them at the end of the day? If you don't really forgive them, then the relationship isn't going to work because once trust is gone, it's out the door. So you just have to figure out whether this is something that you really forgive and you trust he's not going to do again. But if he's like consistently having like swingers parties and orgies and crap, well, come on now, you're playing yourself. You know better, and you don't need to be married. But if you're really in love with someone and you believe he's in love with you, forgive.
Yeah, forgive, but the thing is, you forgive, but you never forget, and that's unfortunate because when you don't forget, you bring it up every
Right,
time.
exactly. So you have to be able to
become
handle it.
resentful. It's like, what's the point? I feel like in any future relationship that I do hopefully get into, honestly, I'm at that point where if they do something, it's like we've already been there. That's stupid to continue to make the same mistakes over and over
Or
again.
I can say
by
this.
saying, "Oh yeah, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Let me try and be with you again," and then they do it again because you know what's
So
going to
you're
happen.
saying do not compromise.
I'm saying do not compromise. And I would ask of the same from the person I'm with. I wouldn't expect them to be like, "Oh, well, you made a mistake, and so why can't, I'm willing to
And
take that
Fallon,
chance."
what's your
I would say
compromise
this.
or no compromise?
I feel like you should never compromise yourself and your happiness. I feel like if you find out that the person you're with is cheating, you guys need to sit down and be like, okay, do you want to have an open relationship where we know we still love each other? We have each other's
Fallon,
hearts.
get it, girl.
Where we have each other's hearts, but you're going to do you, I'm going to do me, and at the end of the day, we're still going to have each other's back. Now, if that's not an agreement that you guys had with one another in the beginning of the relationship, then I say don't compromise, I just feel like in a relationship, you guys just need to be on the same page. If,
Very true. I
being
agree
with
with
other
that.
people is cool, then whatever floats your own boat. But if we came into this and we both feel, or one of us feels, we need to only be with one another, then I wouldn't stand up for cheating.
Well, on that, I'm going to say
Let me guess. think I got this
What
one.
is yours? What are you thinking? I feel like, okay, this is going to sound awful.
Compromise.
I'm not even going to say compromise. This is going to sound awful. I feel like you got one in, you owe me one. And then we'll be even. Let's get married. Then we'll be even.
So basically,
I feel like,
But see, I couldn't get married with
an
somebody.
eye for an eye. I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
And that's why you're spicy Marty.
I'm just saying. I'll walk down the aisle with you, but let me just stop by someone's house real quick.
But why? I mean, why? If you don't even
So that I can forgive. So that it's
That's
my
how you
form
forgive.
of
That's your
we're
form.
evil playing,
Everybody's
even playing
different.
field.
Yeah.
But I mean, every single person has their own personal.
I wouldn't
and
even give them
this,
that.
I say this having not been a married woman
Yeah.
who's been cheated
Yeah,
on.
I wouldn't give them that. I would not lower my standards and go out and do wrong. I would want to be the one whose head is up high, saying, you know what, you did me wrong, but guess what? I'm not going to do you wrong.
You
so
go,
when
girl.
I leave you, you could be like, dang. She stood
You
by
go,
me.
girl.
I did her
Well, I'm trying to
wrong.
retire from single ladies, okay?
What?
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, you are trying to retire. We all
I
are.
mean, I'm just
we
saying.
all are trying to retire from being a single lady, but we might as well enjoy it while we
Exactly.
can. So.
Enjoy the ride.
So you guys are looking for the ones that are faithful. That's every woman's fantasy, but it's a fantasy.
No, it's not a fantasy.
No, I think there's
My
some...
dad never cheated on my mom.
So you say.
He cheated on her when they weren't married.
So you know.
This is my personal opinion
Kidding.
about
Sorry, Dad. I was
Just put daddy's dirty laundry out there. That's what we do on Single Ladies, folks.
this is my personal opinion about cheaters and not. I believe everyone's different. I believe there are cheaters, and I believe there are people who don't cheat.
I agree.
You know, I don't believe they're all cheaters. Probably a majority of them are.
They're not all cheaters.
But I do believe
just being
everybody's
awful.
their own person.
I think
And you know what? I
everyone-
say this about the women too. I
Yeah.
believe there's women out there who cheat, and there's women out there who are faithful.
Everyone has the same opportunities. You know, we all have an opportunity to cheat if we put ourselves in that situation, but it's just, you know,
It's choice.
The type of exactly, it's choice. So I personally have never cheated. I don't think I ever will cheat. I don't. I just don't. I don't think I have it in my heart. I'm too emotional. I would hurt myself for doing that to someone else, for knowing that I'm hurting that person. And whatever, Spicy, I know you would too.
I'm just saying. You're right. I'm not a player. I just pretend.
She's such a lover.
I'm a realist, but I'm like pretending to be a realist. Like I'm really a hopeless romantic.
We are.
We all are. And I don't know. I just feel as if they are out there. I know guys who would not cheat on their girlfriends. No, they're not my boyfriend, but they are out there. I mean, so there are the good ones
They
that are
exist.
out
You've
there.
met them before. You just
know
haven't ever
some
been with
too.
them.
You know some too. We know
No,
some
I
Can
do.
I say this?
also.
Why does cheating hurt so bad? Like we're all saying, oh, majority of men cheat. It's kind of like an assumption that we make.
Because
but why
love
does it-
equals sex in this time of society that we live in. It's like love equals sex and sex equals love.
Well, I think that
And
There's a lot of people that have sex that are not in love.
Yeah, I don't
but
equate sex with
when I
love.
say that, I mean it's because like if you're, that's why celibacy is awesome, because you get a new sense of someone else. You know, if they're not going to cheat on you and you're not even having sex, like, but that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother topic.
Well,
but-
See,
I
there's
would-
different types of cheating. Like for me personally, I feel like if I'm with somebody and they emotionally cheat on me, that would hurt me more than if they
so
went out
like
and
if they
physically.
went out on a date with someone else or
But
something
they just
like
spent
that.
quality time.
Yeah,
with
like
somebody else.
if somebody had a one night stand that I'm dating, I feel like that would hurt, but would hurt me more knowing
He has
that
like another girlfriend.
yeah, that they're emotionally invested with that person and they're saying I love you, and like that's to me that's even
What is that? I mean, do you win?
I don't. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like that's even worse when somebody else has taken the person you're with's heart. So I guess that
all
aspect
of it
is
is
cheating.
Just bad. It's all bad.
I mean, and we've seen all of it on the freaking show. Like
Yes,
every
it
single
did.
woman has dealt with cheating one form or another, and that's how Val leaves the show, having cheated on her dude.
Yep, and she can't handle it living in America anymore, so she moves to
Now
Europe.
that I have okay, so can we bring it back? I had a problem with that.
Bring it
You're
back,
just
bring it
going
back,
to put in the the writing. You're gonna have Lisa Ray throw it out there. That and Elmar as well. That Val is in Europe, and in addition, what's the other girl? Christina. That
April?
Christina.
Christina,
Christina
the-
was
the
the
assistant,
assistant.
yeah.
That she can't come back because she's got
Fired
deported or
or
whatever.
deported,
yeah.
yeah.
And so I'm just like, oh, that's how you guys are gonna leave us? Like, I thought
Deported,
I thought we were gonna get
Pouring
to see an
Oh
exit.
yeah. So wait, hold on. Let's talk about that.
That was horrible.
The whole like
Pouring of the
funeral,
champagne on
pour
the
your
dress.
champagne on Val's dress. It was kind of crazy.
That was out of control.
I'm wondering if that was Lisa Ray's idea.
Definitely.
It was almost. I felt like Stacy Dash died or something.
Yeah.
Like that was really, really kind of.
And you know what? My thoughts were when I was watching it. What was Stacy Dash thinking when she was watching this? Like, really, guys?
Yeah, like that's
you got
kind
to
of
pour
brutal.
liquor on my dress. Can I have at least said a goodbye on Skype?
Like
something?
they didn't even like. There was no emotion behind the fact that their best friend was gone and not coming
Right.
back.
It was
and
just like, oh, okay, let's pour some liquor on her dress. All right, back to partying.
I will tell you exactly what Stacy Dash was thinking when
What
they were
was she
pouring that
thinking?
on, but we have to go to news and gossip to hear that.
Okay, well, let's do it.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So Stacy Dash was like, F you hoes. No, I'm just like, she honestly was tweeting like pictures of her like on the slope skiing. And so she wasn't tripping. She was getting her skiing groove on. What do you think, Fallon?
I love her
Lauren,
Twitter.
what do you guys think?
What did you think?
She's probably doing that same thing. Like, I'm a real single lady. Let me enjoy myself.
Isn't she married though?
She's married.
She has beautiful children.
I knew she had children. I didn't think she was married anymore.
She may have been. I don't know.
No, I think she's still
If
married.
I were her, I'd probably.
And
have
can
a
I say
man.
her children? Yeah, her children are beautiful,
Her-
mixed little kids.
her
like her son.
son?
Oh my goodness! When
Oh
he gets
my
older,
goodness.
Because her husband is white, right?
He's like what,
Yeah.
18 or 19.
he is
Oh
handsome.
my
I didn't
goodness.
know.
That boy. Anyway, he's a boy, so we can't talk about him, but he's gorgeous. But I mean, what do you expect? Stacy Dash
this is beautiful.
Well, Lauren, you had some juicy gossip for us.
I don't have anything too juicy. Keisha, Lisa Ray, she spoke with Vibe Vixen magazine, and so did Denise Vasi, who plays
I've
Raquel.
seen that, yeah.
They spoke with Vibe Vixen magazine, and both had an interview. I thought it was kind of cute that Denise, when asked about her audition for the show, she said that the only thing she really did to prepare was during, like when she was waiting, she was in her heels and she was dancing around to Rihanna's Talk That Talk. And it was cute the way she said it. It was like, I was just dancing around and I was just so excited about this opportunity. And then they said, well, what do you think about, replacing Stacy Dash? And she's like, you know what? I'm going to make it because I'm going to make it, not because I'm replacing Stacy Dash. It's a different character.
Oh, I like that
and
confidence.
so, we'll see.
even though we're so hard on her.
I know.
Yeah, so
she's
hard on her.
soft spoken, but she seems like
I
a
know,
confident
because she
woman.
bring the thunder. Oh my gosh.
You
Sorry,
never know.
go
I
ahead.
mean, I feel like Lisa Ray's character brings enough thunder.
Yeah,
for
It
That's
does,
true.
but one thing that Val had was kind of like this like
Sass to her.
attitude-y
She did.
sass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
this
did.
spunk.
Yeah.
And so if you are gonna bring in a new character, make her bring something to the table. That's all I'm asking.
Well, maybe she will.
Hopefully we'll see that
next
next
This is
episode.
only the first episode, so
I'm gonna go easy on her, guys,
yeah.
just for you guys.
And then Lisa Ray also just talked about how her character is more vulnerable this season, so we'll see a little bit of vulnerability with her getting arrested and dealing with serious issues, facing jail time and having to pay $200,000 and
her
so,
boo needs to pay that for her. He's like a
I would have been like, pay
bazillionaire.
up, and I will not rat
She
you
almost
out.
went to jail for him.
Yeah, that's kind of my favorite couple right now, though, is Keisha and
I kind of
and
like them
Malcolm.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of a Big from Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Oh, it is kinda like Big,
It's
yeah.
like his
That.
her daddy, and he just comes in all smooth and
That
takes
is a
care
great
of things.
comparison.
Yeah.
I also heard Eve's gonna be guest starring this season.
Lots of guest stars this season, I've heard. So yeah, Eve. We saw Big
Lala.
Boy today.
I hear Lala's gonna be on the
Lala's
show.
Oh yeah,
be on the
Lala as
show.
well. So yeah, there's more to come. They had some good ones last season as
They
well.
did, yeah.
So
I'm just
hopefully
excited
this
about
season
William Levy from
outshines.
Dancing with the Stars. I'm excited for you sexy man. Okay, do you have anything, Fallon?
I don't. I was just excited to. I haven't really dived into the last season, so this was kind of exciting. I'm kind of new to this. I wanted to see what it was all
She's not
about.
new to the single life though, yeah.
I've been single for a little while,
Yeah.
but
We
it
are
was-
the real single ladies
The
here.
real
We are the
single
real
ladies.
But I'm just excited to see how everything unfolds, and I've heard things from last episodes, and just to see, the new girl, and it was good. I liked
Okay,
it.
so I say we go into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Wait, come on.
Oh yeah,
Maddie.
predictions.
I haven't got it down yet.
Do you have any, Fallon?
I predict that Keisha will be hooking up with her ex boo / lawyer. I think there was a spark that ignited, and you've seen her kind of second guess herself, like, maybe I should have given you a second chance. We could have probably been married. And then she's probably thinking, my boyfriend right now, is about to be a convict. Like, so maybe they were together a long time. So I do think we're going to see something there go on.
I think she's going to be put in a compromising position with Rick Fox. And I think that if she cheats, it will be with him.
Really?
Because there's this anger
tension
that would make for like great sex.
Yeah.
And so I can definitely see that happening. Like he throws her on the table after interrogating her or something, and they just like go at it. That's what I'm seeing happen. But I'm not quite sure about what's going to happen with April, and have no idea what's going to happen with Raquel. Just because Raquel, they're not giving me anything.
Enough.
Like she doesn't know who she is. She kind of thinks that like she's finding herself, but like at 35, 40, I don't know.
Well, I feel like because of that, they're kind of like giving us that foreshadowing. Okay, we're saying she doesn't know who she is anymore. She's rebelling. Anything could happen. Maybe she's going to deal with some type of woman that she falls for.
That would be hot. Make her a lesbian. I'd love it. I would love her.
Yeah, make her like do some sexy stuff.
I think
with a woman.
April is going to meet the man of her dreams, literally. The man that's been in her dreams.
Oh,
she's going to
that
find
would be
him.
awesome.
That
Yes.
would be so awesome.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you, Real Single Ladies.
I know, Real Single Ladies, totally Real Single Ladies. If you
Cheers.
guys would like to follow us, Real Single Ladies, you can follow us on Twitter. Lauren, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is Lauren's Love, so follow me.
And mine is spicy_Mari. That's SPICY_MARI. Play with my Twitter anytime.
And mine is Miss Mercedes, MISMERCEDES. And also follow me on Instagrams. You know, I have lots of pics. I'll follow you back, and I'll definitely keep you updated with the Real Single Life.
Yes, we'll see you guys next week. The Real Single Ladies. Single Ladies.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.